Hi there. Long time no see. Hei, det er Audun. Taking, I should say, maybe forever break from Oregon or whatever. Why? It would be so wordy to explain. It would be too wordy to explain. Okay, so here we're back now. We did not have a dry summer, I'm glad to say. And I'm glad I said it would be better if we had a wet summer than a dry summer. The places who had a dry summer, I don't think they're so happy about it. Oh, we are not so... Nobody likes rain like that, but on the other hand, it is kind of nice. Anyhow, what I wanted to talk about is the month ahead. Month 5-6 weeks ahead now. The weather from my observation of the Milky Way, and combined with the physics of James McCanney as described in the book Principia Meteorologia, the physics of sun and weather. We are talking about electrical fields in space, the sun working as a solar capacitor, and the fusion of the sun being on its surface. We are in. I think we are living in a paradigm shift. Before we have been dealing, mainstream science at least, have been dealing with space being electrically neutral, and everything modern scientists, what you can call, they cannot get any astronomy done for all the electrical fields they have to weave through, and insofar as I see it, perhaps it's not the only place, but the place that just sums it up best and most eloquently and simple to understand is James McCanney and the Principia Meteorologia book, and his, countless hours of audio lectures that you can find on his site, jmccsci.com. Right, I don't really, I will try not to. It's based around that work, and it's very censored, so that's why I name drop it. Just to get the word out. What people need to, it would behoove people who are into this kind of stuff to look into. Right. So, today is it the 4th or the 3rd of September. There's some nice mushrooms. Can you see? Little world of itself. There. So we have high activity on the sun. It's solar maximum, and it keeps maxing out more and more. And there are 4 comets in the solar system. One which is coming around our way in 4 or 5 weeks time, basically. And I remember I said a lot of things that hold water. there is more trouble. There is theological discussions in Ireland. A school teacher has been arrested for because he didn't want to say that there are only two sexes, male and female. So what is this world coming to? Are cops really so into making money that they want to break the laws, the natural laws, the laws of physics, this year, so they can maintain their precious wages? Gosh, that is not law and order, by the way. That's a perversion of law and order. And I suppose the higher authorities have been notified. So that's something people just need just carry on their own. There are just two sexes the way I see it. And it's ridiculous that it needs to be clarified. But that is, you know, I don't want to entertain it. It is so stupid. But there we go. We have some theological discussions. We have political unease. And the physics of it, weather. Well, and we are still in the hurricane season. There have been some pretty out in the Atlantic and the Pacific, those circular storms that indicate higher order activity and a higher energetic systems have been plentiful, and if I just knew how to put it in simple terms. In simple terms, the next 5 weeks, what we have, what more? Is it Neptune and Saturn out there on the 10th and the 20th, 21st, respectively? We are joining with them, so that's gonna exacerbate the existing weather. And now I think until we get to the 10th, today is the 4th. Now two ways this could go. Either those higher level, more energetic systems out on the globe today. The best thing would be if they start to dissipate just right now. But it's maybe more likely that they will get more organized in the week ahead. That means gaining strength and growing bigger. And for most people, that's gonna mean, for better or for worse, more wind in this instance. Will there be rain? It rains here. I don't think rain is going to be the biggest problem here, but the winds will be so. They will be. Yeah. I think for the next 5 weeks, I just. Yeah, let me just double down on the wind instead of rain. Rain will be picked up from the oceans and will be dumped on land here and there, but it's not going to be the main component in this. That's going to be the wind, and it might get really ferocious for all I know. It's hard to say. I am not a scientist, as you know, and I don't purport to be. But an open mind, an artist with an open mind. That is kind of flummoxed to have done this discovery about the Milky Way. I think it's the main driver outside of the sun to our weather. And there's not going to come much in from the Milky Way at this point, so that's why I'm hedging my bet that the wind is going to be the more prevalent thing that we're going to notice, and the rain is just going to be things picked up from the ocean. It's not going to be like a deluge. In most places, that is. And then, okay, so that's the 10th to the 25th. That's so after we passed Neptune, which is going to be after that, is going to be on the 21st. We might hold on to that connection a little longer. It's just gonna. I've seen that happen with in some of these connections before, that the systems just keep lingering even though the electrical connection has been long lost. So there's something. There are after effects, and if a new planet comes in, like we have now, even though they are far out, it might pick up on those and reignite those storm systems and possibly pump it up even bigger. Though I don't think that is going to be the case this time, because Saturn comes before Neptune in this instance, and well, we shall see. Now, so then, of course, 5th of October, and we are 4 weeks from now. From that time, and especially on the 9th into the 10th of October, that comet Shinchuan just might give us a little show. Throw some rocks at us. Maybe that will have some rain with it in its tail. We might pick up pebbles and rain. And in worst case scenario, might be some flu attached to that tail. So if I were you, so some piece of advice that I might not follow myself at, we shall see, but I would say that from the 8th to the 11th, your time would be well spent mostly indoors. I believe so. I think most of the time, if the wind starts to pick up, just be aware of that. Look. I take you on a sightseeing at the same time as I give you the weather. It's nice. Look at this inland fjord. People sit there, many tourists come. So Yeah, in any way, that's I found that this is a hill I'm willing to die on. I do believe very strongly now that the Milky Way, as I say, is perhaps one of the main drivers of our weather, along with the sun in our solar system. And I'm staking my good name and reputation on it. There you go. That's a simple way. If I am Oregon, it's because I'm an experimental artist, not really knowing. How do you explain? How do you explain? Out in the boondocks, far from any artistic milieu, I've been able to spend my time listening to a lot of those science hours and many other things as well. Good time to think, spend some time alone gazing at the stars when it's good night for that, and just pondering these questions. That's basically what I'm, and then besieged by doubt. I mean, there's no. Dette kantarell. Are these edible? I don't think so. No, not edible. So if I was going to be a con artist, perhaps it's better just I'm Oregon, but I like the name as well. I make a big fool out of myself and have a lot of ridicule heaped upon me when it would be evident that I was just fantasizing about these weather predictions. It would be, I think it would be a bit unfair on my family that, our son has gone crazy. Why? No, I wasn't crazy any of the time. I was just seeing things that slipped most people by over the centuries. Rediscovered something. So, but now I'm not so uncertain. Now I'm quite certain. Look at this lodge. I could use that at all. Anyhow, so I wanted to share those thoughts with you. So that's it. The next 5-6 weeks, lots of rain. So that's weather forecast. I'm gonna give you and if it turns out to be wrong, I take it on my take it on my own shoulders. My bad. If I'm right, accordingly, and I will continue to do this as long as the things I say pretty much turn out as predicted. You might want to look into this, right? This is not something that it's possible to cheat at. I cannot. How can you? You cannot. That's the long and the short of it. And now I'm glad I put on wellies because in this place here. So there's where the Soggy Bottom Boys had their first concert, right? Okay. What's more, yep, drum and bass all up in your face. I've been mixing a lot, doing some recordings, and I was so awed, but flummoxed in a good way when I saw my last vid, the DJ Rando dedication mix. Just in my little world went viral and beyond 2K views. It's not a lot, but for me it's a lot. And it's a lot on something that, I mean, drum and bass music is it's really it's something that is really close to my heart. So I was happy. I am very happy about that. You guys tune in and all those great comments. So I want to make a new mix, record it. I'm working on something. And previous, I mean, it was just a improvised one. And now I'm doing this dangerous thing where I'm planning a set, and I want to get things right and in the right order and like blah blah blah. And maybe that takes out a little some of the fun of it. But if you book me to come and play live, I'll bring the noise and the ruckus, and I'm gonna rock the house, and we do it on the top of the head, something like that. Okay, till next time, see you, and take care.